Hey there, I'm Sandy Reese, Chief Encouragement Officer here at Get Fully Funded, where we help small nonprofits learn how to raise the money they need to fully fund their mission. I'm here to help you learn how to master the art and science of fundraising. And I've got a great tip for you in just a moment. But before we get to that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that the next time we post a really great tip like this one, you're among the first to know. Okay, on to this week's tip.
The tip that I want to share with you this week has to do with how you thank monthly donors. If you don't have a monthly giving program, you really should start one. It creates all kind of amazing ongoing revenue for your organization. And we've got some good tools over at getfullyfunded.com/blog that'll walk you through how to set up a monthly giving program. But if you want to keep people giving, you have to thank them really well. You see, monthly donors are very special donors, even if all they're giving you is $10 a month or $5 a month or $15 a month. The fact that they're giving month after month after month tells you something about those donors. It tells you that they're some of your most loyal donors and they really care about what's going on in your organization. So the worst thing you can do is not thank them at all. Now, I know you guys are smart. I'm sure that you're thanking donors. I don't think anybody in this group would not thank their donors, so that's probably not you. But here might be the trap that you might be falling into. I have a number of things on my desk right here that have come from different organizations that I support, and there are a couple of thank yous in here. These are good. I want to talk about the bad ones first. The bad ones are a dull, dry thank you that looks exactly like what I got the month before, and the month before that, and the month before that. I give monthly to probably about a half a dozen organizations. Some of them send me pretty much the same form letter every month. As a monthly donor, that does not do much for me. That does not give me much motivation to want to continue giving. What does make me want to keep giving is when I get something like this. I get this great card with these great pictures with a handwritten note, or one like this, a really awesome postcard that's all handwritten, or there's probably another one in here somewhere. You see what I'm talking about? These are different. This is not boring or stale. This is not the same thing that I got the month before. So what you need to do is to make yourself a plan and map out how you're going to thank your monthly donors so that it's not the same old thing every month. It's easy when you have a jillion things on your plate to get into some habits and routines that don't necessarily serve you. Think about this. We all do it. We all have here's the first thing we normally do every day, and we're very habitual. So you're probably like most, you're grabbing your phone first thing, you're checking messages, you're doing whatever you do almost every day, the same day. Maybe the next thing you do is you get up and you go to the bathroom, and then you fix coffee, and then you get in the shower, and then you do this and you do that. And we're the same way at work too. We tend to enter donations. If we have checks that come in, we tend to handle those the same way every time. We tend to thank people. And because you have so many things on your plate, it's really easy to let thanking donors become just one more thing you have to do. But I want to challenge you to think about this differently. Your monthly donors are your best donors simply because they give every month. They are the ones you can count on, so you need to do it different. Some people may say to you, some of your donors may say, you don't have to thank me. Don't worry about it. I literally have had people say to me, save the stamp. Don't send me a thank you. And I get that. So here's what I want to challenge you to do. Number one, I want to challenge you to think differently about your monthly donors. These are special people. These are the ones who are going to probably leave you in their will. They're there for you. They've got your back. So I want you to think about them differently. And then I want you to think about how can you thank them in a creative way that's not the same old thing. So even when you have those ones that say, don't worry about sending me a thank you, honestly, if they've set their donation up online, that's pretty easy to set up because you can send them an email and you might be able to set up something in your system, or at least you can go into MailChimp or whatever, get a list of your monthly donors and send them something that's very personal, right? If you want to send something hard copy, then definitely these are the kind of things you want to send. Something that's very personal, handwritten, makes me feel good. Now, I do want to say one thing about these handwritten kind of things, because I've seen good ones and I've seen bad ones. This is a good one. It does not feel like a robot wrote it. That's a terrible thing to do. I've seen postcards like that where somebody scripted it and then somebody else simply wrote it out, and it was very stiff and formal. This one's it's good. It's not great. This one is fantastic because it's very it's very not stiff. It's very personal. When I read this, like, she could have written the same thing in a whole bunch of these cards, but when I read this, it made me smile, it made me giggle, and I appreciated it. That's what you're going for. So I want you to get creative and think about, what can you do? We have an article on our blog that has tons of ideas in it, different things that you can do to thank monthly donors in a way that absolutely warms their heart. Things like picking up the phone and calling them to say thank you, personal video, handwritten notes like that, giving them a story from the front lines from somebody who's participating in your program. There's so many things you can do. You can find that article over on our blog, getfullyfunded.com/blog. While you're there, look around. There's a ton of free resources on the website. All right, so that's your tip of the week, is to think about how you can thank your monthly donors in a way that really warms their heart, makes them smile, makes them giggle. Because when you do that, when you can make people feel really good about your organization, they're going to keep on giving monthly. The chances of them upgrading their giving are good, which means at some point they may decide they're going to give more, and they are probably going to become lifelong donors and leave you in their will. That's the ultimate donation that somebody can make. All right, that is it for this week. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Bye.